Living in New York City, we don't often get to drive, but you recently took a pretty cool joyride.
It wasn't bad at all. I was lucky enough to test drive one of the cars of the future. Not only does it have a sleek design, it is very good for the environment as well.
All it takes is the push of a button.
We're off.
But it could be the start of a transformation on America's roadways.
I mean, we really kind of are driving the future here.
We are on the cusp of what I'll call the electric drive revolution.
Thanks to $400 million federal dollars,
I recommend them.
The country's in the midst of the largest rollout ever of electric cars and the infrastructure needed to support them, as officials hope the country begins to ditch the pump and instead plug in.
This is the technology of the future when it comes to automobiles.
The goal is to put more than 13,000 electric drive vehicles and 20,000 chargers in more than 20 cities across the country in the next few years. President Obama has set a goal of having 1 million EVs on the road by 2015. And right now, buyers can enjoy a $7,500 federal tax credit if they buy one.
This is the first time that electric vehicles have been rolled out in the mass market to Americans in showrooms for purchase.
The Toyota Prius was the first mass-produced gas-electric hybrid vehicle going global back in 2001. But now, a new generation of EVs will soon hit showrooms, including the Chevy Volt, another hybrid, and the Nissan Leaf, which runs entirely on electricity. They work almost like a cell phone, with batteries that take just a few hours to juice up, using charging stations that officials hope will one day become as commonplace as gas stations. They envision these devices lining our highways and our garages. Right now, most batteries will let you travel at least 40 miles, and some automakers claim theirs last a few hundred. Capacity, though, is sure to improve with time and technology.
This is part gas, but it gets you further in terms of not having to stop and charge as often.
So for the majority of drivers, they can drive this car to work and back home every day and do what they need to do and be on all EV.
Officials say one of the real advantages to electric cars is all about fuel economy. Gas these days costs about $3 a gallon, but with an electric car, the equivalent is about 60 cents a gallon, a huge difference.
Car rental giant Hertz has jumped on board, adding EVs to its rental fleet and car-sharing programs to give drivers a taste of what's to come.
We can be the bridge between a lack of knowledge and that ultimate buying decision.
It will take time, of course, for the novelty of EVs to wear off and for Americans to change their gas-guzzling ways. But advocates say there are plenty of benefits to making the switch, including cutting pollution and creating jobs.
Electric cars are patriotic. They help us get off of foreign oil. They're quiet, they're fast, and they're cheap to drive. These cars have a tremendous future, and the next 2 years are going to be the kickoff.
As you heard in that piece, thousands of them coming into showrooms, thousands of charging stations. That really is the way of the future. When you look at these predictions that gas down the road could cost $5 a gallon, it makes a lot of sense, particularly if you don't drive long distances.
Was the drive any different? Like, did it jerk at all? Or
Let me tell you, don't mean to sound like a commercial. It was a smooth, quiet drive. If the car handles well, and with time, the batteries will last longer, the designs will get better. It's going to be an interesting 2 years for the auto industry. It's a huge, huge transformation for the country.
I figured you rode way back. I thought your seat would be way back.
Oh, you think I rode like gangster
style?
Yeah, I
thought that's how that would look.
Way back.